A pleasant day to all of you who are listening to Rise as One podcast episode. I'm your host, Nikala Notra.
And I am Luis Roman.
Today, we will be joined by a very special guest to discuss our topic for today. Please welcome Ricky Tubbs.
What's up, everyone? This is Ricky Tubbs. It is great to be with you all today.
As you all know, everyone speaking here in the podcast is Filipino. And we Filipino love stories like our alamat, parabola, and of course, the all-time favorite of kids, the fabula or fables.
I really liked fables when I was a kid. My favorite characters were the turtle and hare.
Yeah, it's funny how animals' behavior reflects on us. But for tonight, I will not be discussing about a certain fable but a behavior. Imagine crabs.
Wait, crabs? Really?
Yes, crabs. A single crab in a bucket or cooking pot has a high chance of escaping. If there's more than one crab in a container, the other crabs will not let him out. Instead, they will pull at his legs, making it impossible for him to escape. And we humans are prone to doing the same. We are behaving like crabs, adopting crab mentality with increasing frequency and increasing negative consequences. This phenomenon gets its name from a fable about crabs stuck in the bucket who can't get out because any crab who makes it to the top is pulled back.
Ninochka Rosca, a Filipina feminist, author, journalist, and human rights activist, coined the phrase crab mentality, which has since become well known among Filipinos. Crab mentality is defined as a person's tendency to undermine or destroy anyone who succeeds or has the ability to succeed more than they do.
Crab mentality can have a significant impact on people's ideas, statements, and behaviors in a variety of situations. So understanding it's critical. That is why we are going to talk about crab mentality, so that we can learn how to deal with it and avoid it in the future.
Now, based on the description of what crab mentality is, can you think of a scenario or situation that conveys its meaning, Ricky?
Let me think. Bullying in the classroom can be brought on by crab mentality.
Oh, I like your example since it is really applicable in our country.
Yeah, one of the primary causes of bullying is said to be jealousy. The issue is that jealousy can be triggered by a number of different factors. The bully may use bullying to elevate themselves above the victim due to the child's intelligence, strong moral code, artistic and creative abilities, or athletic abilities, or it may be due to jealousy.
Jealousy is, in fact, a serious illness that people should get rid of. For example, I've recently begun a new hobby. After a long period of neglect, I began exercising and improving my diet. And some of my peers try to sabotage my progress by saying things like, "Titigil ka lang din yan," or "Wala ka namang pag-asa, sayang lang pera pang gym."
Nah bro, keep up with it. You are looking more and more better.
Yes, negative has no room in me. Thanks for that.
You are very welcome.
It is sad how people can pull us down just by saying negative things to us. But what is more alarming is when they start doing actions just to hinder us from climbing our way to success. That is why Rise as One is advocating and spreading awareness about crab mentality.
Yes, this is why we gathered information on what the signs of crab mentality are. So that if someone listening to this podcast right now knows someone or is someone who has this mentality, we can put an end to it.
Here are the 7 signs of crab mentality that we have researched. First off, a person with a crab mentality are too proud of themselves and treat others as inferior beings.
Second, they panic when their friends or peers are happy and improving.
Third, they believe in the motto, "If I can't have it, neither can you."
Fourth, they blame other people for their own failures rather than helping them.
Fifth is that they treat everyone as a competitor and they lack compassion for other people.
And lastly, the sixth one, they act like they know everything, like I mean everything. Being a Mr. Know-it-all and having the mindset of the "if I can't have it, neither can you" is really a bad mix of things.
Yeah, The most common sign of crab mentality is that someone frequently attempts to discourage or sabotage others, even when there are no direct benefits to doing so. They tend to speak negatively about others.
I think people with this mentality have insecurities and bitterness toward other people. However, some people may display the opposite pattern and try to inflate their own abilities, accomplishments, or status in an attempt to diminish those of others.
Now that we know some of the traits of crab mentality, we also research ways on how we can avoid this.
The first step in avoiding a crab mentality is to recognize that you have one or are about to develop one. You can accomplish this by reviewing the common signs of crab mentality. But the first thing to consider is whether your thoughts, statements, or actions involve discouraging or sabotaging someone for no reason.
Crab mentality thrives on a fixed mindset built on the assumption that if others become successful, they will not be able to reach a higher level of success. There are ways how we can diminish this kind of mindset, like stop comparing your works to their works. We should focus on how we can improve ourselves and not pull them down.
Yeah, we should be more appreciative and we should also practice gratitude and be happy for others. Having a positive outcome and seeing the good are great habits, and it's also a helpful path to success.
And most important is that we should remove jealousy. Instead of being jealous, we should use the people who are above us as inspirations and motivation. Instead of being jealous, tell yourself, you are doing good and I'm proud of you.
I like that one. The change should be really focused on ourselves. We should take positive actions instead of being jealous and complaining. Never judge other people and just use them as your motivator instead of a competitor.
But being competitive is not necessarily a bad thing as long as we do not trample on someone else's life.
Crab mentality is associated with a wide range of issues, both in terms of the people who have it and the people against whom it is directed. There is danger in this kind of attitude.
Crab mentality can stifle a person's ability to perform as well as harm them in other ways, such as making them feel isolated. It can also make it difficult for individuals and groups to work together.
Just like what we mentioned, crab mentality can amplify negative emotions such as greed and jealousy among the people who have it. Because of this, it may cause people to act in a way that is socially undesirable and consequently push other people away.
Crab mentality can cause its victims to feel different negative emotions as well, like feelings of unworthiness, low self-esteem and confidence, disturbances to emotions, anxiety, and fear of failure.
Overworking and overproducing is also one of the signs someone is a victim of crab mentality. This shows that they are under constant pressure, that they are not doing enough.
But that is also true for those who have an innate crab mentality. They keep on pushing themselves to do more because they are not enough for themselves.
Now that we have learned what crab mentality is, it is time for the audience segment of the day where we listen to your voices, may it be a question, your personal story, or additional information.
These past few weeks, we ran a page on Facebook and we reached out to our audience to share with us their insights regarding crab mentality.
For confidentiality, the person was asked to give a codename to protect their identity. Their codename being Sky, they asked us, as someone who has been a victim of crab mentality, I sometimes get scared to try and accomplish new things. How can I regain my confidence that was taken away from me?
First off, we are sorry to hear that you have been victimized by crab mentality. We hope that you do not have to go through that again. Regarding on how to regain your confidence, I suggest that you take things slowly but surely. Take it one step at a time and you will eventually realize that you are still capable of accomplishing many things.
I agree with that. Another important thing for you to do is to surround yourself with good people. Make sure that your friends are supporting and are happy for your accomplishments. Never surround yourself with people that are toxic and exhibiting signs of crab mentality. You deserve friends that will be there to support you no matter what.
That is true. No one in this world deserves to be looked down upon and be invalidated of their achievements. Sky, if you are listening to this, I hope that you find the right people for you and that you regain the confidence that you once had.
Remember, crabs who attempt to climb out of the bucket are those who do not wish to be confined. They see the light in the horizon and know that they have a chance to get there. In search of that freedom, they are willing to go beyond their imposed boundaries. Unfortunately, the other crabs in the group do not share this viewpoint. They see other crabs' freedom as their own death and thus refuse to let the venturing crabs leave the rest of the group behind.
But a gentle reminder to everyone, we are humans and not crabs. We are gifted with something called critical thinking. No one, not even yourself, can keep you in a box in the end. Yes, succeeding when people are constantly trying to bring you down is difficult. But it is not impossible. It can and has been done.
So be it if you're content to be confined to a box. But if you're a dreamer, a visionary, or something looking for a better life, then begin the ascent. Because people, you know it, your constant effort, struggle, and sacrifice will have forged the wings that will allow you to soar and fly.
This has been your host, Nika Natra, reminding you that we should rise as one.
And of course, thank you Ricky for being with us today. This is Luis Roman. Keep safe everyone.
Ricky Tubbs is now signing off. Thank you everyone for being with us in this podcast episode.
See you in our next episode, everyone!